With injection molding, which is, I would say, like what most plastics manufacturing is at this point in time, you have a large steel mold that has the cavity within it, and it can be multi-parts depending on how it opens. Highly automated. The product is shot at high pressure and high heat into the mold. It again, as a liquid, then turns into a solid, and you have yourself the piece. The piece is then ejected out of the mold in some way. Sometimes it just falls. Sometimes there's something to push it out. And then the beauty of this is that it can move really fast, to the degree that like it can be blinding how fast these machines can move. And that really determines by managing the heat of the mold, which touches very closely to the question you just asked about the process of us designing this new material, which is really, that's what it comes from, what the design of the material is. The parts that we use to mix are essentially off the shelf. They exist. You can find bamboo fiber out in the marketplace. You can find PLA in the marketplace. The tuning of the machine is where all the secret sauce essentially lies.
Definitely.
How much, the speed, the heat, how do you prepare the material before it goes into the mold? All these things are really like the artisanship, the craftsmanship in actually forming the right product for the right product to come out. This is also where the efficiency comes in, because even if you're starting a brand new run, I'm sure you know this, but if you're starting a brand new run, the first bits of the run are always going to be bad.
Definitely.
You're going to get it wrong. Even if you wrote all the things, some environmental things change and it's just not working out the way you want it to work. So first of all, it takes a long time to put the giant, multi-ton mold into the machine. Then you have to hook it all up. Then you have to run it for who knows how long until you get the piece that you want out of it. And then you're running the machine. The longer you run the machine for, the cheaper the piece is, because you're basically paying off all that time that you used to mess around beforehand.
Yeah, right.
So while, our minimum quantities are in the thousands, if you give the factory an order for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 units, then the price can drop significantly, because then the ramp up time becomes cheaper and cheaper as you increase the amount of time on the machine.
How easy was to create the perfect process while you were changing the amount of bamboo inside the material? I mean, it's because at the end it's a race between the process and the material design, right? So how easy or how hard was it, and how long took to get into the point that you said, okay, this is what it is?
It's unfortunately very variable, because you can get lucky. And I think in the early days, a few times we did get lucky, which made us think that it was going to be much faster than than eventually it became. It's very much rolling the dice. You make good guesses. You have people with